guys, here's Madam OK. How are you? I want to show you a new way of working on the landscape, specifically on the forest during a beautiful sunny day. We will see silhouettes of the trees and the beautiful light coming or picking up through. So let us start with two colors. I like to paint right away when I have certain idea. However, if you think that it would help you to see better to see the line, for example, where the trees should be and the ground, that's okay too. So if I will just do it with you here, I will create the line of the ground here, and the trunks of the trees will be quite big here coming. Okay, so will be one big trunk of the tree here that I want to see. Maybe another one will come here. Remember, they should not follow perfectly vertical line. I mean, they will be vertical, but they always move a little bit on one side and another, right? So here the trunks are a little bit thicker on the bottom. Remember, never forget about that. There will be some of them coming here, and there will be something like you see. We will really feel the forest, this part here. But it won't be very much pronounced what this exactly is, like with separate trees. Okay, I want to for sure have a piece of paper towel, because remember, when you use acrylics, you do need to work with paper towel and a variety of the different brushes. My brush, oh, I just discovered is dirty. So I will start with the color, with the light blue color. So I will have my white that already has some blue in it. Oh, I didn't even know. Make sure that you really don't have too much blue. It's like white of white, right, color. So I have already plenty of blue there, I think. I can easily go with, like you see, I have those lines of the trees. Those ones that I can see very clearly, maybe I just leave them empty or not filled with the paint. But the rest I certainly can cover. So what I will do, I will take a little bit of the blue of this, like you see, I want to show you why this color is much too strong, right? So remember, white, white, white with just a hint of blue, like this, you see? Very, very, very little. Now, there I will move it, fast, 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 and then follow up. Too much, you see, much too much. And I don't need to have a huge amount of paint over there, but it's much too dark, you see. So I'm taking my paper towel and I'm going with my paper towel on the top and clean it up. Now I will use white, yeah, and I really make sure that it's lighter, still lighter, lighter, lighter. Fantastic. So I have this color here, and then I will need some yellow. So the yellow, which I want to use, believe me or not, I want to use even some of the gold, right? I like gold. You can use yellow. I will use gold here, and that's what I will push here through very much, not even, because this will be the line of my trees in the back. Okay, so like this. The next step would be to put this color on the ground as well. And this is the reason for it, is that we'll have some other colors. We will have red and brown and so on, so on. But I think this color can peek through. Good. And then, believe me or not, I will come somewhere here, somewhere in the center. I like to have it in the center. That will be my light. And there will be just the beginning of it. I will have more of it coming. I will have a lighter, but right now that's okay the way it is. Okay, I don't want to have it too much. I'm just experimenting. I see what will happen when I apply, stretch my rays of light here. You see, like this, and then like this, and maybe a little bit of white still on the top coming, right? See, with lots of water. But this, I think it's a little bit too early for it. So we have already this section done. Now we will be, the next section will be to bring a little bit of the green. And I have a little bit of my iridescent color, because I have them from the last painting. So I will bring them, bring a little bit of this color. Tiny bit. I will spread it on the back, just a touch. You see, so the color, my gold changes, so my beautiful yellowish gold color will change tiny bit. And I can also apply touch of it here and there. You see, like the leaves, almost there. Okay, dark like this, maybe a tiny bit of it here. See, just patch. Notice how I work with the brush. I dance with it. Yeah, it's not just one direction, for sure not. I like to move it. Okay, so that's, and I also don't want to create accumulation of one color just in one section and then nothing else. I want to spread the paint, but not in the same amount all over, right? As you see, maybe a little bit of it here, but it will be a little bit more here, that's for sure, but the colors are also present in some other sections of my painting. Very good. The next step will be, I think we want to come with some red here and some brown. So for my red, I certainly will use a little bit of the orangey color here first, and then I will move to browns and reds and so on, just like this. See? Notice my brushes again dancing. Very much. See? This and this and this. And I still don't shape the ground because I don't know yet how I will approach it. I'm just working with the color combinations, finding what works the best for my painting. See? The ground becomes richer and gives us a clue already. And we want to proceed. You see, from there on, it's much easier for us to decide which direction we take. You see, I certainly want to have some other colors here. Those patches are very important, you see, because it's on the ground and in the forest. We don't have just one color, and if you will just represent it with one color, I don't think that will work so well for you. So I have a little bit of my red here. I need a little bit stronger color. You see, this red is very different than this one here. And I do, especially I have this green here, so I want to indicate a little bit more of this color here. See, and then I will take it as well as here. Just a touch. You see, and that will help me to develop my color composition. I'm looking for the color harmony, very important. Now I will go for the green. And my green, I have this crazy green called Taylor green. It's beautiful color, but it's so artificial. So I have to be careful that I don't overdo with it, or if I use it, I mix it with my gold color. You see, because with the gold, it right away changes to a beautiful, rich green that doesn't have the craziness in it. It just has richness. Okay, so that's a much better combination. Okay, so I'm still going on the top in this section of the ground, and I'm trying to somehow combine the colors together. See, like this one here, for sure here. Yep. Now let us see what will happen here when we apply this dark color now. You see, now it does really look like it would be in the forest with lots of leaves falling on the ground, grass, moss. So you can read in it whatever you want. Yeah, but it creates this thickness that you want to have. So I'm going, and again, I'm discovering what will work for my painting. I don't know, right? I didn't know from the beginning. I had certain plan, but as long as I don't put it on the paint on the top of my paper, in this case, you can use canvas. I'm not really, I don't know specifically. Having here. And there, and there. Very good. So we have lots of colors now here, and our choice will be now to work on the trunks, I think, and find out more of them. See, still I bring some of this red. I never can stop. I always have to decide how this can go, and for sure, like you see, combination of the colors. I don't want to have it so like going there and a little bit of it here. That's fantastic. Okay. The trunks now. So the trunks have to be darker, and you can use brown and you can use blue even, right? Like you see, this is good, this color for sure, but it's not everything. This is not just one color that you can use. I want to have this trunk a little bit heavier. I mean heavier. I don't want that the white will be really visible. Maybe helping me to get the achieve different tones. But you see, this tree is coming here, or the trunk, right? So it's a very, very tall tree. Now I want to have another one coming maybe here in this spot. We actually drew the lines, but you can see that it's not necessary you have to have them, because you still will make so many different changes, adjustments and so on, that we don't really need this. Okay, I will also show you here that I can mix brown and purple. I don't know, that's my favorite combination of the colors, because somehow I get a beautiful color out of this combination, and that's why I like to use it extensively when I paint. So this is my substitute for black, and often looks much better than anything else. Okay, I will have another trunk coming here, and I will show you. I will use right away this combination. See, coming here. And my brush, I probably should clean it up a little bit, because I call it bombastic. It gets so much paint, it's so heavy. So it's like splitting, getting thicker than normally is, and it causes that it's very difficult to me judge how really thick the lines will be that I will make by applying my paint with this particular brush. So I will clean it up, and now I will move to the pointed brushes, and I will move to the pointed brushes or rounded brushes, because it will be easier for me to create smaller trees. So again, this combination, I can also use tiny bit of black when it's necessary, and I'm going back. Oh, I see there was one tree, just fluid line. If you need to keep your hand to make the lines, to make your hand steady, you can do it as well. See here, and it's so much fun when you work like this. You see, you can come number of times. That doesn't mean that on the first time everything has to happen perfectly. Absolutely not. But this addition of the purple is such a good one here. See, especially because you have lots of gold. We have lots of gold in this painting, so that naturally those colors help each other shine. And we want to have a shiny, beautiful, shiny. We want to have a painting it's bright. Okay, see how good? And then we can come to this trunk still. I want to come here a little bit more. And with the purple, you see, help it to get a little bit darker and stronger. Okay, this is a nice tree because it's not perfect. I really like it, and I want to have more of such trees. So you see, another tree will come here. Okay, another one here, and some of those tones already can become lighter. Not all of them have to be super dark. You see. To make this one a little bit darker, and I bring the other ones. You see, like this, like this. This one can be darker. So I have to make the decision. I want to vary the sizes of my trees. They should be not the same, that's for sure. Okay, there will be another one coming here. But notice what is happening. You want to have a skinnier, thinner, lighter, darker. Okay? So much fun. Okay, do you see how this color works well? And that is our purple. See, the same here. One will come here. Could be even the line. Do you see those lines can be now broken? They don't need to be one even heavy line. We don't need to use them. The lines could be beautiful broken, and they will work very, very well as well. See here? I think we will need another heavier tree here. I have to go back to it, to this section, and recreate another tree here. Really heavy. You see, like this. So I still have this chance. It's not that everything gets written in stone. You see, I bring it over this edge, and I go with it here partially covering this section. So you see, certainly here will look really good on this side here. This one is good. I want to make it a little bit thicker too. I'm making the adjustments. I'm adjusting the tree to my tree sizes to my composition and positioning of them, right? Like you see. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 trees. Really important. This is middle. This one is the same kind of middle trees. Those are going back, so I need more of those trees going back. See, like this, like this. There's something happening there. And I can start working on the leaves now for the trees. Okay, see, like this. That looks really, really good. Now this one still have to have, I think, this is too much to me. See, now I can go here and then this side. What I want to, this will not work good here, so I can change everything. You see, this positioning will be different. We have to look at our painting and then decide what we will add. I think that looks really good. See, I added even a little bit, believe me, a lot of silver here, because I think the silver will work very, very well. Okay. Now we are coming to the branches, and those branches, let's see, those branches can be done with the colors. Let's see, should we use the green here or should we just follow the, well, we will see. This brush, I don't know if it's not a little bit too thick, so I will in the second check if I can find another one, like you see, a little bit. See, I'm creating those branches coming, the smaller ones here. Lots of water. See, you don't want to have too much. It's like another tree here, another tree here to represent. So not this tree, that's not our tree. I want to create the branches for kind of spruce growth trees here. Or some other ones, like you see, coming here, coming there. See, another tree here, another one coming here. Check. Coming there. A little bit more here, that we know what it is, right? See, when I'm coming here, okay, this is good. You see, very rich, very, very rich. Okay. See happening there. I think we have to bring some of the gold here back. Okay, I took too much, you see, so it's like an impression of something happening here, still a little bit more. I need the same in this section. So I will need some branches coming, and I will use a little bit of the purple color here. See, some coming here, coming there. Some strange things happening. That's what is happening in the forest. We see a little bit of it here, a little bit there. Even here, I still need more. Okay, indication. Yep. The same. Okay. I don't want to have too much of it. And then I will have some red coming as well. So you see, I'm coming there with another tree. I have to come with another tree here. I want to have another trick happening here. Okay. That's another one coming here. It's a very strong tree. Good. See, very, very rich. But this one is too strong. So, and it's too wide, so I'm cutting it here. See, and I can do it because I have acrylics, so it's very easy for me to do it. And I also want to bring some red coming through here. See, so the colors will change. Those colors will become really beautiful and rich through the combination of the colors used. so you can see what's happening here, and it's richer and richer and richer. See, going like this. Oh yeah, you have so much going on here, so much. I think we can also come here on the ground. You see, like this. Now we can make some swirly lines, right? Because that will help us. Yeah, that's lots of going on. Now, another thing that I want to do now, I want to introduce really back. Oh, let me see. There's still need for some of those beautiful lines for my trace. So I will go with acrylic paint, but very little. This is a very small brush now, because I noticed that the other ones were a little bit too thick, and I will apply some of those, like you see, very skinny lines and shapes, indicated that something is going on there, but we don't even know very much what, right? So you see them here on the top. We want to have some of those branches happening here, but we don't even know exactly how they look like. It's like some of them mingle with the light so much that we lose really the track what they are. But because the color is revealed as a green color, so, and we have those trunks, so is that we are accustomed to see the things in a certain way. So for us, they are the trees, the trunks, the leaves, and so on, so on. See, I'm bringing this color more here, very much. See, going here, going there, and all those different parts. See, happening here. Wow, that's rich. The same, maybe we can have it in this section. Now I will go with some blue, because blue is also present here. See this, and this, and this, and then on this tree. See this. This will be a good addition for us. See, I start dancing here with those leaves and trees. See, creating those lines, and then bring so much movement. You see, like this one. Okay, bringing happiness to our painting. Still. Okay, and then I want to use red the same way, because I'm creating a Canadian, beautiful Canadian landscape, and I want to have this light coming through, but I certainly want to also represent, see, the richness of our forests, because that's Canada. Canada is such a beautiful country. It's one of the best countries to live in the world, when not the best. And people who live in Canada, generation second, third, fourth, they don't even realize it, because they are so much pampered. But being here, coming and having the honor and luck to live in Canada and being Canadian, I realize, see how lucky I am. That's Canada. The blues, how beautiful the forest will look like with all those colors that you have. You see, now I can strengthen certain ones. I can come back here, right, and make it more rich. I still have to come to the top, but notice how beautifully this forest, where it starts looking, right? And we use those crazy iridescent colors because I had the iridescent color. What should I do? I don't like to waste anything. For me, paint is paint, right? So it doesn't matter if it was used for another project, and the project, let's see, we still put some lights here, but let me see where I have white, yellow. Do I have the beautiful yellow, and I need to have a beautiful blue coming here. So you see, this happening is the melody that flows of the leaves and the colors here. Okay, see this, I don't want to have it here. This is going in the back, so I have to again apply the line here and bring it back here to the order. See, this one I can go still with the black a little bit here. I'm coming here with those colors. I can certainly come with the black here. You see, I have lots of fun. There's some happening here. And you can see how interesting this painting starts looking. Now the other thing that I want to do here, I want to still bring some of the white. And if I will get yellow here, but I think I rather would apply the yellow in those sections here, you see, to get the richness of my beautiful forest. Woo! See, that's how I am. I change the mind very fast because I react to the colors that I see, and I think that those colors can contribute to my painting much more by being applied here. You see, I'm creating this beautiful richness. Yeah, heavier, because it's everything it's about. You see how we go with the colors, and it's again, it's a rich, beautiful painting. I think we have to stack with the blue. I really think that we have to have the blue over there, the way it is, and maybe even a little bit of the pink. So again, white. Let me see how this color will look like when we push a little bit heavier the paint here. I think it's okay. I think it's really okay. Let's see just a tiny bit more pink here, and we will maybe be, oh yeah, I think it will work well. Call it quick like this. So I hope that you like this painting. See, I put a stronger white here, stronger white here, stronger white here, right? That you like this painting, that you enjoy the process. And let's see, we'll still come with some of those crazy colors here, like this, and then some of the green will happen on the top here. See, and then what else can we apply here? A little bit of the yellow can dance here. So I hope that you like the painting, that you will be willing to experiment the same way how I experimented by creating it here. And I wish you good luck and see you next time. Bye.